Hi guys, welcome to the video, and in this video we're going through the state of Apex Legend and what you want to see in Season 1, and also some cheeky little leaks. But first off, what I want to go over briefly before we get into it is the actual nerfs that have happened to the Wingman and the Peacekeeper. The rate of fire on the Peacekeeper has gone down when you attach the bolts, and the Wingman, thank God, the rate of fire of that has gone down and the headshot bonus has also gone down. Which, to be honest, people were running around with just Wingmans and Peacekeepers, and it was unbearable at times. But do you find the Peacekeepers in a good place now, or do you think it's still a bit inconsistent? Because that's the trouble I have with the weapon. And do you think the Wingman's in a good position? I'm going to show you a clip now with the Peacekeeper, which I find it shouldn't happen with it. I charge up, I've got the precision choke on it, and I see this Pathfinder and I just snipe him for 106 damage. I don't think that should happen in the game. Oh, maybe it wasn't a Pathfinder because I was Pathfinder. But I don't know if that should be legit. It's like a sniper and a shotgun. I know you have to charge it, but I don't know how you guys feel about that. And also another side note is if you're a bang main, they've also nerfed her sprint speed from 40% to 30%. I can't quite remember if that's updated on the fly or they've got to patch that in. So if you know, please let me know in the comment section below. Another thing that I want to go over is the hitboxes. And I found this little picture. I know it's quite old news, that Wingman snipe from miles away, but luckily that's been adjusted now. That was just disgusting. But yeah, the hitboxes are a huge talking point, and there's an image on screen now that just goes over like how great Wraith actually is, or OP, or inconsistent it is. They have mentioned they are going to look into this. I don't know how they're going to do it, whether... I don't really know how they would fix it, because if they made everyone like Wraith, like Gibraltar and Caustic are going to be ridiculously out. I would just give base health, just adjust the base health, whether you reduce Wraiths or slightly increase Caustics and Gibraltars. But then you could argue Gibraltar has that big shield when he aims to, you know, it's an extra 30 damage I think that does, but I'm not quite sure how people feel about that, or if they feel, would you use Wraith if she had less health? I'm not too sure, but I'm not sure how they're going to approach it, but I would be very interested to see how they actually go about that, because I think whatever they do, it's going to be a bit of a problem. So that was a brief going over like the changes they've made and the state of the game as a whole. I think they do provide quite a lot of choice from most weapons. You can pretty much pick most things up. I think the Spitfire is extremely strong, like in that S tier, because the mag, you can literally take out a whole team with just the Spitfire. The new gun, the Havoc that they've added, I think is pretty damn strong. Even I don't really like it with the Select Fire where you can charge up like a sniper. I haven't put a lot of time into it, but when I did use it, I think you might as well just use like the longbow or something. Like, I didn't feel it was that good. But when you put turbocharger on it, it's great. But I think as a whole the game is in a good place. I mean, a few things could use a little tweak here and there, but overall you don't pick up a gun and go, oh my god, this is terrible. I mean, you know, we're all looking for that Mozambique for sure. Like, the amount of pings people do that, I mean, it's getting ridiculous. But overall I think most characters are in a good place. I mean, I like the concept and idea of Caustic, but he's just too big and he is a bit slow. I like that anti-push that he brings. I think Wraith may be a bit strong, but is her hitbox when she's running around, she can be rather annoying, and I do hate that. Overall, as a whole, I think the game is in a good place, but I think there is a meta starting to form of what's better gun-wise. I used the G7 Scout, which a lot of people hate, but I ran in Wraith and I love it. So what do we expect and what do we want to see from Season 1? Well, let me start off with this. This is the main thing I would like to see from Season 1. Just a steady, consistent flow of content. Other games I play, I hate it when you don't get that steady, consistent flow of content. It is just rather annoying. Like, they do need to add that in somehow, and I don't know whether it would be if it would be characters. I know they've got the roadmap, but whether it's characters or just new maps or like new game modes like close quarters, maybe only like close quarter weapons like submachine guns, R99s, shotguns, or maybe only snipers. I know they do that in other sort of games like Blackout, but I think adding something like that in this game would be good. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know what other game modes you could do. Another thing I want to talk about is hop-ups. I think they should add more hop-ups, however they do that, but you don't always need new guns. Like a new hop-up would change many weapons. I imagine if you could put like a select fire hop-up, but like, let's say on a Spitfire, for example, and then you can change it to single shot or a 3-round burst. I think that would be quite good, and you could apply that to quite a few weapons, like the R99 with 3-round burst. It would just make the game a lot more creative. But how do you feel about hop-ups, and do you like it that all of a sudden that you can change a game, or do you find yourself, which I do sometimes, you get the Prowler and you're like constantly looking for the select fire and you're a bit like, spend the whole game looking for this one hop-up? Or do you like that aspect that you got to find all the bits, and then when you get it you're like, oh, we ready, it's about to go down now, I'm going Rambo on these boys. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about the hop-ups? I quite like them, but sometimes, you know, I've got Havoc, I'm like, I want to use Havoc, but I've got to find the energy ammo, which they have buffed as well, so it's more frequent around the map. And then I've got to find the turbocharger to make it what I want it to be. So that sometimes it's like I want to use the gun, but I stay away from it because I like to pick up the gun and I'm pretty much good to go, and I'll find the attachments as it comes, which is pretty good. What do you guys need from the game? What do you feel? Just let me know in the comments below. Like, what do you actually want from the game? I'm carrying a lot of ammo there, but Spitfire needs must. But what do you guys want, and what do you expect? What do you expect? Like, the game's been out a month and a lot of people are like, we need this, we want that, we need to change this. It has only been just over a month and the game is amazing. Maybe they didn't expect it to be this big, but what do you guys expect? I want more characters, and the main thing I want, and it's kind of like an Overwatch preference, I want, when you pick characters together, I want them to actually like work together, you know? Like, if I pick Lifeline and Bang, I'd like for them to, like, some characters to actually work together. Like, the only real concept I can think of this, let me know if you've got any more, maybe I'm missing it, but like, is Lifeline and Gibraltar Shield, you can like attach them, right? But I'd like it if like you pick like 2 heroes or 3 together and it makes a strong combination, so you're like picking like team comps in a sense, you know, like, which I think would be quite good if you had like a defensive comp, or you can have attacking comp or a medium comp. But obviously maybe that might develop the more they release characters and heroes, but that's what I would like to see. So then you got teams like with strategies coming out. That would be probably my favourite. And what I'd also like to see further down the line is actually like maybe a ranked. So like, I don't know how you'd work it, but I'm not sure how they quite do it, but you have like a type of MMR, and then you get into games with people similar levels to you, which would be quite cool. And I had another idea that I was going through, which was like a champions match. So imagine if you won a match, right? So on the main menu, you have a main menu, and there's like a blocked out search for a game. It's like a champions match. But when you win a game, it makes you eligible to search for a champions game, which would then like only winners go to. So everyone in that game has won a game. Obviously the queue times might be a bit higher, but then you're like, it kind of accepting that when you click the champions, and then in that match is everyone that's won a game. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know what you guys would think about it. If it's a bad idea, let me know, but I think that would be quite cool. Also, I heard people saying that from the comments I was reading that like wall running might be a good addition. I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't know, it would mix the game up. I kind of like boots on the ground and stuff like that. But overall, what would you guys like to see from this game? Would you like to see character hop-ups, which would be quite cool? Maybe it's like a sort of perk system, but you can pick it up, 1 per character, and then 1 gives you, if you pick up this hop-up, it's like the wall running hop-up. Do you know what I mean? That sort of stuff. Because I think one of the most overpowered things that's quite rare is the gold backpack. Not overpowered. I wouldn't, that's probably actually too far, but overall it's a really good thing. That when you got gold backpack, you're like, okay, I'm just taking a big chunk, go behind this rock, I'm full of health again with Phoenix Kick that takes 4 seconds, and then you're good to go. And I think gold backpack is what I really want in most games. Side note to the gold backpack, I've played this hours and hours and hours, probably over 100 hours of this game already, but with Lifeline, I never realised she does shields and she heals quicker as like a passive. She just does it quicker. Didn't know that. You guys would be like, this guy's an idiot, but I just never worked that out till the other day. It was brilliant when I played it. It was a great thing to find out. So yeah, to wrap this up, guys, what do you guys think of the changes that have happened so far? What do you think of the new character and leak of Octane coming? I'll put a picture of that screen on now. I know it's quite old, but what do you guys think? And what do you guys want? You know what? That's the most important thing about a game. Like, what do you guys want? Because if you can get that down, and we can get that across to them, that's what we want. Do we want more stats? Everyone wants to see the total wins, but what do you guys want to see overall? So guys, thank you for watching this video. There's going to be more coming out when the new season starts. And please like and subscribe if you're new here, and keep it going, and let me know what sort of content you want. I'll be doing my best to deliver great quality content. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I love making the videos, and I like giving information to you guys. So thanks for watching and thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. 10 kills, 800 damage, and they did loads of other damage. Shh. I'm still the best player on that team. See you later, guys.